It's like a Chris Fix moment. Out with the old, in with the new. What do the kids call it? Satisfying. Bam, brand new. Look, you can even see my reflection in it now. It's supposed to be 107 today here in Austin, Texas. Can you believe that? And with the heat index, I think it's supposed to be around 112 or so. Thank God it's not too humid, but 107, my goodness. Oh wow, we've got this big old radar thing. That is a lot more gizmo than I expect. Anytime you have this stuff off, take a look at the top of your radiator, particularly around this little square bump. They tend to crack right around here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a quick cosmetic fix on the 2017 LX570. If you remember one of the first couple videos, I was showing you all the little stuff that's wrong on it, and one of them that's just driving me nuts is this little kind of UV sun damaged emblem up front. I tried to look all over the place to see if I could get some compound that would polish it up. I tried 5 or 6 different ones and it just didn't really come out great. This, believe it or not, right now is better than it was before, but it's still, you know, obviously not new and it doesn't look great. So I started looking around and trying to see what the replacement cost would be. Apparently, behind this is a sensor. On this particular LX570, I've got the radar cruise control, and behind this, there's a sensor that's part of the radar cruise control system. And everywhere I was looking, the logo and the sensor in the back all come as one assembly, and it's somewhere between, I think I was finding prices around 325 to 450 bucks. I'm not gonna pay that. That's crazy, just to get this thing not looking foggy. But fast forward a few days, looked again, and I found a Lexus parts, Toyota parts depot on eBay where I got just the emblem, no sensor. And I had the same part number listed. So I don't know if they're separating the sensor from the emblem. I don't know what they're doing, but way cheaper. It was like 50 bucks, give or take, I think. For 50, anything up to like 125, even 150 bucks I would have paid to replace this thing. So way better, OEM part, OEM quality, Lexus part. I don't know what part number this is, LX570. I'll put the actual part number in the description, and I'll put a link to the eBay listing as well. That way, if you want to order your own, you can. So check that out down in the description in the comments. Now, let's get to it. We're going to start by popping the hood, getting some of the plastic panels off, getting to the back of that guy, and seeing how it's assembled, how the sensor is attached, try to take it all off and get it replaced. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. We'll see. The sun's about right there. I got a little bit of shade left. Got about an hour before that sun gets to this part of the driveway, and it's too dang hot. It's supposed to be 107 today here in Austin, Texas. Can you believe that? 107 is going to be the actual temperature, and with the heat index, I think it's supposed to be around 112 or so. Thank God it's not too humid, but 107, my goodness. First thing we want to do is take off this big old plastic panel right here. And on this particular LX, you got the little push pins. You push the middle of it in, and then these pop out. Push the middle in, and then stick a flat head under there. They pop out. I'm gonna take all those out. All right, got that plastic panel off, got it set to the side, and I put the pins right on top of there so they don't get lost. If you have a 200 series Land Cruiser or an LX570, anytime you have this stuff off, take a look at the top of your radiator, particularly around this little square bump. They tend to crack right around here. This one looks like it's in good shape, no cracks, everything's good. So we're good there, no leaks, nothing weird going on. So that's good. Let's get back to the emblem. So emblem here, let's see what's behind there. Oh wow, we've got this big old radar thing. That is a lot more gizmo than I expected to be back there. So it looks like it's held on by this right here, and probably, yep, one on the other side right there. So this one and this one. I'm gonna take those two off, and let's see, maybe a couple other spots. Let's take those two off and see if this assembly comes out. Well, actually no. These Phillips head screws right here and right here attach it to this plastic housing, so I might have to take those off as well. And are there any at the bottom? I don't feel any down there. And with these sorts of radar sensors, a lot of times they require recalibration if you unplug it. So I'm gonna do my best to avoid disconnecting this guy. If I have to, I will, and we'll see what happens. But I'm gonna try to do all this without disconnecting that. So we're gonna take off that guy, this one, and this one. This black one here and the other one, they have a Phillips head or 10 millimeter. I'm gonna use a 10 millimeter deep socket. And then these two obviously are Phillips screws. Let's get those off. All right, I got those two off and the Phillips screws off. Let's see. Oh, it comes right off. Awesome. Wow, and it's just a big flat sensor. All right, so I'm gonna put this off to the side right there. And let's see, what else do we have remaining here? So these are the two little nut inserts. And that's our actual logo emblem thing back there. Before I mess with anything else, I'm gonna open the new one and see what the back side of it looks like. All right, here's our new one unpackaged. And here's the back of it. So that's the top, that's the bottom. The bottom looks like it just has a clip, nothing else. And the top has a little positioning pin in the middle and two screw holes right there and right there. So if we look here, those two screw holes I think are, okay, sorry, better view there. So I think this and this are the top two screw holes. So if I remove those two, the top should be loose and the bottom's just a clip, which, can I feel it down here? Yeah, I can feel the bottom of it down right under here. You see it right there? So I think all I gotta do is remove these top two. Let me get those off and see if this logo will pop out. I got those top two out. Let's see if I push from the back. Oh, yeah. Let's see. So I'm just pushing here. And yep, it's coming out. Now from the inside, I'm gonna push on that clip at the bottom. And bam, that is out. Perfect. Look at that. Old one. New one. It's like a Chris Fix moment. Out with the old, in with the new. Put this old one over here. I'll donate it to someone if anybody in the Land Cruiser community wants it. I'm not going to take the plastic cover off. I'm just going to go ahead and line up the clip in that hole at the bottom right there. All right. Line up this top part. Make sure my plastics don't get stuck under there. Pop the bottom in. Okay, that's in. And I'm gonna put those two Phillips screws back up here, right there and right there. That is screwed in. Got those two screws in right there and right there, if you can see them. Now I'm gonna get my radar assembly positioned back on there. Let's see, like that. It's got a couple of guide pins, help you position it. And I'm gonna start with the two big 10 millimeter bolts on either side, the left and the right, to hold it in place. I won't tighten them quite yet. I'll get the two top Phillips ones in, make sure all the screws start threading in, and then go back and tighten the side two and then the top two. Those are all in. Got my 10 millimeter bolts here, one on this side, and then my two Phillips screws at the top, nice and tight. Make sure everything's firm and seated correctly. Now I'm gonna line up my plastic panel up top again and get the clips in. Let me show you how that works. Now maybe I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, but always take a look at these clips. And if you see, they have 4 little tabs around them. You see 1, 2, 3, 4. If one of those 4 tabs is broken, it's not going to seat correctly. You see this one? 1, 2, 3. 4th one's broken off, so this one will pop out. So I'm going to put this one aside. This one's got 3 broken tabs. This one has 4 broken tabs. That's definitely not holding anything. This one's good. I'll put it up there. This one is good. This one has 1 broken tab. This one has 3 broken tabs. And this one has 1 broken tab. So out of all my clips, check this out. Out of all my clips, only 3 of them are still good. What do? Do you put them back? Yeah, I guess if you're just wanting to rush through it, you can put them back, but this thing will wobble around. You might have a little bit of vibration. I get annoyed by those things. So what I do is buy a spare pack of the Toyota clips, these little ones with the push pins in the middle. I don't like this style in particular. The style I like, let me show you what they look like, are these, and I'll put the link down in the description if you want to buy your own. These tend to last longer. They have more sturdy tabs. Let me see, can I show you in focus? Yeah, there we go. So they've got 3 tabs, but each tab is a little bit thicker. And if you notice, the head is about the same size as the head of these. So you got a nice big flat surface, and then the push pin goes in, and I'll show you here in a minute. So you put this piece into the hole like that, right? Put that in, then you get a little push pin, you push in, and that's what it looks like when it's done. A little bit different than the Toyota one, because the Toyota one, you would push this in to release it and then pull it out. And that always ends up causing these little tabs to break. On these, what you do is just put a little flat head under there, pop the little center cap out, pull it out, and then take the larger head piece out. So you don't push in and take it out. You actually pop this center piece out and then do it that way. I like those better. They tend to break less often. So these 3 good ones, I'm gonna go ahead and put them in, and the rest of them that were broken, I'm gonna replace them with these that I would consider an upgrade personally. I like them better. And I'll put the link for these down in the description. Let's get those in. That's it, all the clips in, plastic panel is in. Let's see, look at that. Glad I got rid of this old faded thing. Front end looks brand new. I mean, I don't want to jinx myself, but the front end of this thing is really clean, not a whole lot of rock chips or anything. It was just this emblem that was kind of faded. Let's peel this thing off. What do the kids call it? Satisfying. Get this all closed up. There we go. Bam, brand new. Look, you can even see my reflection in it now. Beautiful. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Link to all the stuff's down in the description. Subscribe if you want to watch more videos like this, and if you want to be notified when I upload a new video, hit that little notification bell next to the subscribe button. In the meantime, I love you guys. Oh, I need to wash my hands. I love you guys. I will see you next time.